just a minute to hop on, and if she's not on, then I'm going to go ahead and start recording. I don't expect for Nicole to be on. She's got, I don't know what the weather's doing in her place.
Right. Where does she live exactly?
She lives about 2.5 hours from where the storm's supposed to set in.
Okay.
And they're predicted, Harvey hit us so hard last year. They're predicting this will be similar, but maybe not as bad. But even if it is still going to be a bad storm, she might be okay if it's 2.5 hours in. When we were 2 hours in, when we got hit bad, I'm talking about, we were very fortunate in my subdivision, but everyone was using boats. We couldn't go anywhere for a couple of days. Grocery stores, you couldn't get anything, for 3 or 4 days.
Right.
Couldn't get gas. So she could still be affected pretty badly, even if her house doesn't flood. 2.5 hours, she should be okay, because my son was 3 hours in and he was okay where he was at. Just a little bit of work. How's things going with you? You got your dog fixed up now or not?
Yeah, just craziness around here. Yeah, she's all fixed up. She's got stitches and she's got a drain in.
See, I'm debating on getting 2 dogs. My husband says no, 1, but I think 2 would entertain each other. But when you told me,
I like 2. It depends on their personalities, because we have 2 that we got together, and they've been like yin and yang. They're best friends. Never, ever, ever fight. And then we brought number 3 into the mix, and she's a bit of a spitfire.
3 is always.
She was a rescue dog. Well, they were all rescues, but she was 4 months when we got her. She had never seen grass, always in a crate.
Wow.
So she had some issues when we got her, but she's not mean. She just gets stressed, I think, and then they go at it. I was on the front porch with the pizza guy, and I think she got upset because the pizza guy was by mommy. So she got upset.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they just bit. The vet said, and I didn't know dogs could even do this, but it was a through and through bite. So where her teeth, so you saw 2 puncture wounds, and it went all the way through in between underneath, but it didn't tear the skin out. It didn't rip it. So that's why I got infected so bad.
Oh, wow.
Just crazy.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Maybe Gloria got held off at work. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can find a record. Okay, I guess maybe I'm recording. I don't know. It says I'm recording, but I don't remember pressing record. Okay, I'm not going to go over too many announcements, but you guys know that Monday is the pumpkin spice Shakeology. I'm very nervous about it. Corporate has already said that we're going to run out. They said they didn't anticipate this and they didn't want to produce too much. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, is get on early, get my 5-box limit or whatever I'm going to get. I haven't decided 100%. It only comes in 14, and they can't be on home direct. But if you have someone underneath you and you don't want to order Shakeology, that still should be enough point value to keep them active. So that might be an idea if you have somebody on your family that you don't want to order, a whole $90 or $99 of Shakeology. This, I think, is going to be $70. Well, Coach price might be less than that. I haven't looked it up. So that's a good way to keep it active if you can get it. What I'm going to do is I'm just telling my current coaches and customers about it, but I'm not promoting it to everyone else. And what I'm going to do is, you might have seen Corey and some other coaches are doing this too. I'm going to take a pumpkin Shakeology and maybe a cafe latte and maybe a chocolate, 2 or 3, 4 different flavors. And I'm going to have, I'm thinking of in October having what I call kind of a free group and target it to coffee drinkers, because I don't really want to get them hooked on the pumpkin spice, because it's not going to be home direct. So it's not going to be anything that they can continually get. But if I can get them hooked on chocolate or vanilla or cafe latte or whatever. And I'm thinking of, I'll screenshot the pictures if you haven't seen them yet, the little boxes. I have to go to Hobby Lobby or whatever and get the little boxes and basically inviting them to like a free group, but they have to purchase the little boxes. And it would be real good to market to like coffee drinkers or anyone that likes pumpkin. And it would be a good way to introduce them to Shakeology. I have probably a 3 to 5 day group. I'm thinking a 5-day group. But that's kind of the way I'm thinking about it. And I would offer to get enough for all my coaches to do theirs, but I'm afraid that I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get yet. But certainly doing that group, you guys are certainly willing to piggyback on that group and be in that group. And I will screenshot and send it to you. You didn't watch Monday's call yesterday. I'm not real big. I know everybody's time limit. I'll watch all those calls, every single Monday morning call from corporate, because these are top coaches most of the time and I can learn from them. I don't always watch the announcements, and I don't always watch the rank advancement unless I know someone who's going to rank advance, because that to me is a big time sucker. But I just fast forward, and you can go to Team Beachbody 411, and it's videoed there. You can watch it forever. They're there forever, I think. Or you can go under podcasts and watch it. But anyway, the girl that was on there, Megan, she's been in she's been around for a lot of years, and her invite method I really, really liked, and she focuses on Instagram, and she actually breaks it down, and she teaches you how to do it. And she also teaches you a little bit about Instagram. I am still focusing, I'm doing both. I'm still getting people reaching out to me on Facebook. Guys, I can't emphasize how much you need to be posting wherever your audience is, and you need to do it on a regular basis. Because I had a lady who reached out to me who is not commenting on posts. I invited her over 3 years ago, and she was my biggest no-no. And she's reaching out now wanting to start Shakeology, and she's pretty eager. I have another lady that I friended and really haven't talked to her a whole lot about a year ago. I had 2 or 3 last night that really had not been someone I'm talking to ongoing, but they're watching those Transformation Tuesdays. So do your Transformation Tuesdays and do your call to actions. No, you may not get anybody but coaches commenting on it, but they are looking, they are watching, and as they see it, they'll see it time after time after time. And remember, not everybody sees it either. So they might just see the 3rd time that you post on Transformation Tuesday. Transformations are big. And I don't post about myself a lot because I haven't had a big transformation myself, because I was already working out before I started doing this business. But I have transformed more from the inside. I mean, I've seen some, but not like a dramatic. I didn't have a lot of weight to lose though. But I think I try to highlight that occasionally too, because there's also a transformation from the inside. So it's not all about, there's also not everybody's going to want to lose weight. So, that's a good transformation too. Just kind of vary it. Instagram, I'm still learning it. The biggest thing I can tell you is to get your hashtags down and just keep playing with it until you find them. They tell you to pick your hashtags, then go under that hashtag and look at the pictures in the post, and try not to get Beachbody coaches, because there's just tons of them, and just try to find somebody who you would want to be friends with and follow them. And most of the time, not all the time, most of the time they'll follow you back. You're going to need to do multiple follows though for them, sometimes to get those followers to follow you back. And then once you're going to have to keep records. Once you know who's following you, you need to be liking their posts. I mean, generally liking them. And then anyway, Meg will tell you what's that Monday morning, just when you have time. I listened to half of it in the morning when I was clearing out the dishes. I listened to the other half of it on my walk. I still work my job in Power Pockets. There's occasional morning I sit down and I bum out a couple hours or whatever, because that's what it takes for me now, because I have more things that I do. It shouldn't take y'all that long. But Power Pockets for me is where it's at. I'm still a busy mom too. I have all kinds of things that pop up. Maybe not as many as like you guys do, but just because I get older doesn't mean it's any different. I'm still working with my older son. I'm trying to help him on his job search. And that's a nightmare. Okay, let's get down to the call, and hopefully you may have heard some of this, but I went over it myself. I'm not sure if I've done this call with you before, Kathy, but it may help you. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be screenshotting you guys, because I don't want to lose my screen, so I can kind of highlight our call. So can I get you to say something? Amy, are you still on?
I am.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to screenshot you too. And then I'll get a screenshot of me, and here's me in the corner. And I'll try to do a little post that I'll send you guys, because it's always good for them to see your highlight. Now, I hope I don't lose you guys. I'm going to try to Share my screen. My desktop.
Yep. It worked.
Okay. And this is kind of a blanket vanilla PowerPoint, nothing fancy. But these are some things that I think it doesn't help to be reminded. As you get coaches of your own, you're going to want to get them started right anyway. You want them to know what to do as a new coach, and you want their goal to be making Success Club every month by helping put down it could be 2 people. It's usually 3 people a month. You only have to get to 5, but there's not many things that we offer. The only thing that we offer that is 3 points is 3 boxes of Beach Bars Home Direct. And then you want to get to Emerald ASAP. That's real important. You guys have already done this. You've logged into your Coach Online office. If you haven't been completely through the new Coach Bootcamp, you eventually want to get through that. There's a lot of good information there. You guys are a product of the product. You need to work on sharing social media. Everyone's telling me Instagram's where it's at, and I have gotten 3 responses of the last 2 days from people who mainly watching my Instagram stories. So I know they're there. It's just refining it more. One of the persons wanted to join me, wanted to do my program, wanted to be a coach, but she's in India, and we don't service India. We do service UK and Ireland. So I held on to, I'm going to stay in touch with her because one day we will service India. Set aside a time every day to work your business. It could be pockets of time. Now, you may not get all this done every day. Yesterday, I didn't get everything done that was on my list because I had 3 people who wanted Getting Started Right calls all at the last minute on the same day, and they needed to have their Getting Started Right call, so I kind of bumped everything around. But you want to get your PD in. What I do every morning is I listen to a 3-minute podcast thing that a text message that Darren Daly sends me. And then at night, I try to read in my book right before I go to bed. But like last night, I dozed off probably before 10 minutes. So, you do what you can do. But I did listen to the wake-up call, too. Social media posts, you're going to probably have to find time to do them. Like I said before, Transformation Tuesdays are good. Call to actions on Sunday nights are good, too. Power of Threes. It takes me longer than 15 minutes. If you don't know what Power Threes are, that is inviting 3 people a day, either to your challenge group or the coaching opportunity, or to try Shakeology, or to try Beachbody On Demand, or to join one of the free groups that we have for 2B Mindset or for Lift 4, or to try the free Lift 4 workout. So there's all kinds of things, or to become a coach on your team. There's all kinds of things that you can invite to. But if you don't invite them, your business will not grow. And I know that is scary to people, and it's not something we all like doing all the time. But I'm telling you, of the people that's reached out to me in the last 2 days, these were invites from a long time ago. Some of them, the ones on Instagram were not. But if you can, and Instagram seems they tend to be more open to being invited. Challenge groups, make sure you're a good participant in your challenge groups. You guys have been doing great at that because that's going to train you to be a good coach whenever you're running your own group one of these years, and you will. And like I said, watching videos from the top coaches, or going in the back office and reading the product training guides, especially if it's a program that you're doing or you're going to promote. If you go in the back office under trainings on product training guides, they have every kind of information you're going to want on every program. And you've already gotten to a challenge group. Kind of reviewing, be a product of the product, drink your shake, press play, do your personal development, invite people to all the things, and recognize the challengers and coaches, friends, even on any of their accomplishments. Okay, this is what coaches do that make anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000 in a year in this business. And what you make is going to be It's going to be based on how much you put in. It's your business, so you decide that. They work 2 hours or more most days, or at least 10 hours a week in the business. They post on Instagram an average of 36 times a month. They do 2 Facebook posts, and I give some examples. It could be something about your family. It can be a helpful hint. Also, I know we don't like to do live videos. They're scary, but I'm doing them, guys, and I'm trying to do them more often. And it doesn't have to be about fitness. I want them to see that I'm like them, and then I'm not just selling to them. So I did one the other day on, I did one yesterday on hair care. I'm not a hair care person, but I have curly, frizzy hair, wavy hair. So I might draw some people who are into that. I did one the other, I can't remember what it was, but it was totally out there too. It's totally out of my league on something else. And it was just something to where, you know, they can see, hey, I'm just a mom and I'm just going through the same silly stuff they are. And so you're trying to do something that will add value. And you're also trying to be vulnerable. Instagram at least one time a day, and try to get into Instagram stories. I freaked out at first. When I first started doing Instagram and Facebook stories, it was like, oh my God, who could? But no, you just take a picture of something you're doing during the day. You might be cooking something healthy at dinner or making a short video, and you just put it up under stories. And really, the Instagram stories are reading my devotional in the morning. I just snap a shot of it. I put it up on my stories. And so, uh-oh, I got off the run. So that it's really not that, it really is not as time consuming as you think. You want to have 10 conversations a day, and it doesn't have to be on social media. It can be in person. Happy birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, vacations. Maybe they have a cute outfit you'd like, well, we're boy moms, you'd like them to have. Something you'd like your kid to have. Maybe how do they get their baseball pants clean? I don't know. Add 10 new followers a day. That can be from Instagram or Facebook. It's easier to do on Instagram than Facebook. I'm finding Facebook is becoming harder. A good way is friends of friends on Facebook, that you have something in common with, or that you have several friends, or a group that you might belong to on Facebook. That's a good way to just carry the conversation outside the group. Friend requests, and most of the time if you're in a group together, they don't think anything about it. And then, of course, you want to try to, don't just be grasping for friends. You want to try to look for somebody you think that you could strike up a conversation with that would be more your avatar. You want to try to, as you get your new friends, you want to try to have conversations with them. My first conversation usually is a wave, and it is thank you for accepting my friend request. Or on Instagram, it might be, I might see them watching my stories. It might be, hello, I appreciate you watching my stories so much. My next conversation might be, hi, I hope you're having a great day today. My next thing might be to go into their Facebook or their Instagram and like a few of their pictures. So you just kind of keep forming that relationship. And you guys are probably not going to be doing that many invites a week, but you need to pick a level that you can do a week. That I don't really say a day anymore, because some people work their coaching business a couple of days a week, and they just sit down and do mass invites, and some people work it every day. But you need to come up with a number that is reasonable for you to invite them, like I said, to try out the workout, to try Shakeology, to be a coach on your team, to be in a challenge group. There's so many things you can invite to. Okay. I'm gonna skip that one. As you start getting customers, you want to invite them to be coaches. I vary on this. If there's somebody close to me, I try to get them to sign up as a coach right away, because I can judge more if they're gonna want to stay on Shakeology. If there's someone that I know is short on money, then I might invite them to become a discount coach right away. If it's neither of the above, then I go ahead and let them sign up for a challenge pack, and I still may offer it to them, but then I go back to them after I see they're liking Shakeology, and I ask them if they would like to get a discount. That's going to allow them to stay on Shakeology longer, And I have found that that is where my better coaches come, is someone who has bought a challenge pad, because they realize what's involved in being a coach. So you want to make sure that as you get customers, you're inviting to become a coach. And I keep losing that one. Listen to your Monday morning calls. You guys have done an excellent job on getting on the team calls, and you want to try to get to events. I always go to Super Saturdays, or every quarter. I have already signed up for a training in Oklahoma City, the weekend of Super Saturday. In our case, they're having Super Sunday. They're having Super Saturday in Houston. They're having Super Sunday in Dallas. And Corey, our upline, is going to be speaking at that one. So I know, Kathy, there's no way you can make it. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can do my Saturday call. I don't know what time I'm going to come in from Oklahoma City, my Saturday trip, and get up to Dallas for Sunday. And could I reasonably drive to Dallas and back in one day? I've never done that. I don't know. So if you have any interest in going to the Super Sunday, I believe the date is October the 21st. I do buy your first ticket to Super Sunday. It would be great to show Corey's support. And I know that maybe Amy and Gloria might could go to that. Kathy, there is Super Saturdays in your area. I'll be happy to. I know I went by myself for the first probably 4 Super Saturdays I went to. And of course, there are some people in Houston that were on our team, our big team. So I could always meet up with them. But my first Super Saturday, I didn't know all the people. There wasn't a lot of Houston people. Mainly they drove to Dallas. So getting to Super Saturday, if you can go to Coach Summit, that is the best thing in the world you can do for your business. Okay, on to your target market. That is so important, because you don't want to talk to everybody. I look on this call, and even Gloria too is not on right now. We're all boy moms. We all have nothing but boys. I didn't plan that, but I knew that my target market is Christian women, and I knew it is sports moms, and I knew that it is boy moms. And so I kind of nailed that down, narrowed that down. And I really didn't say, hey, you can't be in my challenge group if you're not a boy mom. But for some reason, that pretty much happens. Even if I look at my challenge groups, they're just about all boy moms. They at least have a boy. So for me, it's going to revolve around your life. Busy parents. I'm still busy, but I was even, working from home, I'm still busy, but I was extremely busy when I was teaching, taking care of my parents, running the boys to all their games. So I know that I can relate to busy parents. So you want to nail down those 4 or 5 things about you, and that's going to help you when you go on Instagram to find out who your market is. You want to focus on your social media. That's your advertisement. That's your storefront. That is where people are going to you're going to plant those ideas. So when you reach out to the invites, they're going to already know what you're doing. And Walmart doesn't close, so you don't want your social media to close, because then they may think you're not doing this anymore, or you're not sold out to it. Get your 4 or 5 things down. It could be fitness. Kathy is a dog mom, boy mom, spiritual, whatever it is that you're into. Stay on your branded message. If I look back on my social media, I tend to post on those 4 or 5 things over and over again. And when people reach out to me, I have people reach out to me sometimes that I don't even know, and they say, I know your boy is big into baseball. Could you give me some advice, or blah, blah, blah. So they see me as that baseball boy mom. So that's why I do that. So stay on your branded and try to talk to people the way you were before Beachbody. Think back to the person you were before Beachbody and try to talk to them like that. Use the Instagram stories. That's where you can do your invites to your challenge group. I do an invite to my challenge group or to coaching almost every day on Instagram stories. That's where you can show you drinking your shake, working out, making your shake. That's your life. That's your highlight of your life. Going to baseball games. I do the grocery store. Everybody watching stories knows that I like Sprouts. So working on a project. That's why I snap pictures of you guys right now. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one again. But and you can talk about the products you're using. If you use Energize, you can even make a short little video. Don't use the word Shakeology or the name of the program or pictures of the program when posting on Facebook. Now, if you are streaming and Joel is up there, that's one thing. But I know, if you notice my posts, I never say lift for, hardly ever. It's usually lift. I don't say to be mindset. It's usually to be. Because if they get the name of the program, they may skip over to Beachbody and try to order that. They won't be able to do that in the spring because Beachbody is discontinuing that. But for now, they can still go to Team Beachbody and sign up for somebody under somebody else. So you want to let them know you're that coach and they can order for you. But you want to brand yourself and not Beachbody. Okay, because you want them, there's thousands of Beachbody coaches. They could go to anyone. So you want them to reaching out to you and not reaching out, not thinking Shakeology, but thinking of Amy, Kathy as the coach. Okay. Other pointers. Do not share other coaches' posts that have their name on it. If you do, they're going to go with that coach and they're going to buy from them. So oftentimes when I post a picture of somebody on Transformation Tuesday, I may not say they're a coach, or if I do, I say they're a coach friend and I don't put their last name because you don't want them going to that coach to buy your product when you're the one who took the time to make a post. Don't pick and choose the behaviors you want to do. For power hours, and I need to do this, I never set a timer and it winds up taking me too long. Set your timer because you will procrastinate. If you're going to do 15 minutes of invites, set your timer. Do your invites first because those are the things that we don't like doing as much. Follow up next because that's the second thing. And don't neglect to follow up again and again and again. People forget. People are busy. The people that do the best are the people who follow up. If you don't follow up, you talk to them one time about something, they're going to think you're not concerned enough to reach back out. So follow up with them. And oftentimes it's 5 and 6 conversations before, and some of it is because they're uncertain themselves. They have tried so many things that they're just leery that this is really going to work. So, or their husband has told them, their husband's holding them back. On conversations, I've probably already gone over this, but, think of things that would be easy to talk about. If you look under events in your phone, it's going to tell you all your friends' birthdays. And that's one of the things I do every day. And they remember me. I had a lady who reached out to me yesterday. I look back and the only thing I'd ever done other than comment on some things was wish her a happy birthday. She remembered that and reached out to me because they see you as something more than a salesperson. So birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, parents in hospitals, they got a new home, they got a baby, just be concerned about them. Find new friends every day. You can find new friends in person. I do that quite a bit. You're talking at the playground or wherever you go, but baseball game. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Or you on Facebook? Get their information. Don't give your information. Don't hand them a card or whatever. They won't follow up. You'll follow up. So you get their information and Facebook friend request them or Instagram or whatever. Don't forget the friends that you make along the way, and form them. Ask them what they do for a living. Ask them about their family. Ask them about their hobbies. Ask them their opinion about something. Comment on their posts. You want people you know, like, and trust. If you show interest in other people, then they're going to know, like, and trust you. But be genuine. I don't just go and BS them. If I'm going to tell them something I like about them, my friend, a new lady I formed the other day, she had the cutest, she'd been wearing her hair long, she started wearing it short. I adored her haircut. I don't think I can get away with it, but I had to let her know how good it was. Okay, know your why versus your mission. Your why is going to keep you in the game. Okay, my why is more financial freedom. I'm helping my sons not have student loans, so that's a real biggie for me. I'm hoping as we get older, maybe we can afford to take them on family vacations. Maybe we can get out of the starter home. So have your why and have it somewhere where mine's in my heart now, but I still have it on my computer screen. And that will change. Mine has changed. Mine used to be retire my job. It's not anymore. so it may change. But know why you do it, and if you tie it into your kids or your grandkids or college, that's even better. That'll push you. It may be to be able to be at all your kids' events. That was a big one. That it was to me. It wasn't just to retire my job. It was, so I didn't have to do a couple of things. But more important, it was to be able to go to every one of Nick's games before he got out of college, because that was something I hadn't been able to do, and that to me is worth all. It's worth everything. So make it personal. And it could be to build up a business and leave it to your kids, because you can do that. As I build up my business, it's going to be willed over to my kids. Okay, why do you need a strong why? Let me see. When you have a bad month, you'll lean into your why. When people cancel Shakeology, you lean into your why. When there are things you can't control, you'll lean into your why. And this is not an overnight business. Tell yourself right now that you will not quit for at least a year. And that's a year of consistently working it. If it were easy, and anything that sounds like it's too good to be true is too good to be true. No one would ever quit this if it were easy. This business is not easy, but it's not difficult. Those behaviors that we have to do to grow our business are not difficult, but it's not easy. Anyone can do this, but they got to build it. And all you got to do is add value, invite, and share. And that's not hard to do. It's just doing it. The things that are non-negotiable in this business are the 4 vital behaviors. Invite, be a product of the product, read personal development, and recognize challengers, coaches, friends. Tell them when you're doing something right. And that just makes you become, and your personal development, and that just makes you become a better person. Do these things and your business will grow. If you aren't consistent, you're going to find yourself having to start over and over again. You can start over and over again, but once you get that momentum built up, you don't want to lose it. And so just think of it like this. If somebody closed up their business for 3 weeks, would they come back? Would they have customers at the door? No, it's the same thing for us. Okay, have a tracking list and work from it. For you guys right now, you could have a spreadsheet. You could use a notebook and paper. An easy one to me is Google Keep. It's a free app. But there are some other ones that charge for you, like Teamsy and things like that. But as long as you're able to keep up with everyone you talk to, notebook and paper is fine. But the important thing is to track every single conversation you have. And that may seem like, oh, well, I'm just having a couple conversations now, but believe you me, you will look up one day and there will be 3 people that you talked to that you were in the grocery store, and if you didn't write them down somewhere, you'll forget about them. I list on my piece of paper every day. I have a column for invites, I have a column for follow-ups, I have a column for my new friends and the conversations that I have. And I write down details so I can remember about that day, about the conversations that I had. And I always ask them about their goals, no matter what conversation I'm having. I had a conversation with a lady about Shakeology. I wanted to know her goals because Shakeology may not be the best thing for her. So a good coach is going to try to make sure they get the best product that's going to give their challengers the best results. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Most people do not accept your invitation unless they've had multiple conversations with you. In other words, until they get ready and they know, like, and trust you. And following up just shows that you care. I've never had anybody get mad at me. Now, I have had people that have ignored it, but that's okay. But often, even after ignoring it, they've come back and ordered from me. So let me see if I can get off of this screen share. I'm going to stop the video in case y'all have any. No, I'm going to stop the video. Pause share. Stop share. Okay, now I'm back. So let me see what time it is. I've probably gone over my time. Do you guys have any questions?
I don't think so.
Go ahead, Amy.
No, I was just going to say I can't think of anything right now.
I know I gave you a lot of information. I know a lot of that was review for you, Kathy, but I was looking over it last night, and it was a good review for me, too.
Right.
A lot of info. And I think I got it recorded, so I think I'll be able to share it for you. I think it is real important that we get together every couple of weeks. The next time I have a call, I'm going to make it more about you guys. And so I want any questions that you might have, bring it to the table, and I may have a few questions for you.
Okay.
So you guys have a great day unless you have anything else. And thanks for being on. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Debbie.
We'll talk to you later.
Y'all have a great one. Bye.
Bye-bye.